Hello Lomzy team, welcome back to today's tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to make bishop sleeve in different ways, different types of bishop sleeve, like the one that will have cuff, the one that will just have elastic as the elastic, or whichever type. I'm going to be showing you how to achieve any of those. So in my previous video I made a video on how to draft a sleeve pattern. I'll be dropping the link in the description section below so that you go ahead and learn how to draft this sleeve block. So the first thing we are going to be doing is, if we want this to have a cuff, we determine the type of cuff, the width of the cuff that we want it to be. Assuming we want it to be 2.5 inches, if you just want it to be the normal cuff that will be like this, we just take out 2.5 inches from this. But if you want that big one like that, which will be like 5 inches, you take away how many inches you want, you just take away that. But for this one, I am going to be measuring 3 inches cuff. Let me just mark it and have it as a reference, and we'll leave it there so that we'll work with that later. So what we have here for this cuff is 3 inches. I will be marking this here like this. Yes, so the next thing we have to do is we have to cut this open and spread it. It's a cut and spread method we are going to be using. So this sleeve round, we are going to be dividing it into 6 sections. So you divide from here to here into 3, and from here to here into 3 parts. So I have drawn that, and I'm going to be dividing it like that. And then this way. Remember, if you have made the sleeve pattern, or when you're going to be making it, you will notice that the front is smaller than the back side. So you don't just measure it all the way and just start your measurement. Start from here, measure your 3 parts, and divide also this side with 3 into 3. So that way we do this, and also this. So there's this other one that I can cut open from the beginning and spread this like that, but this is not the one I want to do. If we spread that type, is going to be giving us, the fullness will start all the way from the bicep and goes down, but that's not the one I want to do today. I want a bit of fitting on my bicep, like coming down from the armhole, coming down like 2 inches. So I'm going to be taking down that like this, 2 inches. I'll connect this like that. I had to draw this all the way to this place so that you understand that you can actually pass and come all the way there, because you might want it really full on the bicep. So that's why I drew it up to that place. But for me, I'm not going to be doing that. So the next thing you have to do is to name this so that you don't misplace your pattern. So you name it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You know why you're going to be naming this? Because you might use this pattern again to do a smaller bishop, or a wider and exaggerated type, or it depends on what you want to use it for. So that's why I always like to number these things. So what I'm going to be doing is to cut up these lines. So once I have cut it up like this, I want to do something like this. This is what I want to do. So I will get another pattern paper to trace out my flare. So for me to do this, you see, I can actually pack up my paper. I'm not worried about that. So I get a pattern paper, and I get the midpoint of, I make a line, mark a line there as the center of the sleeve, just like you have it here. So I will then place this in the center, making sure it aligns, the straight line lines there. So I'm going to be drawing this line out so it's visible. Yeah, so now that we have it like this, I will place this here. So once you have this line straight like this, you trace out this here like that. Remember to always leave your notches on your sleeve. And then this is the center front, right? Yeah, so this is the front notch, and this is the, so we have it like that. So once you have it like this, you spread this out like so. You make sure these things are touching, you know, you spread it out like this. Don't mind this space that you have here, so you spread these things out like that. See how it is? Yeah, you must make sure these things are touching so that you'll be able to get the same measurement on this part of the sleeve. So once you have it like that, you trace out the new sleeve. You trace it around like that. Yeah, once you have it like this, you have it, that is it. This actually depends, the fullness, you start the fullness from here. So you go that way, trace it like that. Once you have it like that, you put this like this and this like that, and you trace it. So once you have it like this, remember this is the front and this is the back. So if you want the cuff to have have some fold in it, you add some inches to this. Let me say we'll add 2 inches here. We'll add 2 inches so that it would have fold. No, let me add 2.5 inches all the way like that. When you add 2.5 inches to the front, this is the back. So to the back we will add 4.5 inches to the back. So but this place will still be 2.5 inches. I hope you're seeing it. This will still be 2.5 inches, but here you're going to be coming like this. So we join this like this, and this is going to be like something like that. The back is supposed to be longer than the front, so that you will have a very nice fashion line. So that's how it would look. So with this, you will have the bicep fitted and the lower part bishop sleeve. So remember that we said if we want this to have cuff, and we now determine, you see why I like to number my what I have cut out, so that it's easy for me to trace back. So once I have it like this again, yeah, like I'm playing chess. So once I have it like this, I cut out this here, which is what I want the cuff to be. Then when I have it like that, I will now do the same thing, and it will be shorter than this. Then I will have my cuff there. So what you do in that case is, like what we had was 2.5 inches. So you just measure round your cuff, what you want your cuff to be. Let's say 9 inches. You get a rectangle like that, which is 9 inches. 9 inches. Remember that the cuff length we had is 2.5 inches. So we're going to be taking it up like that, 2.5 inches. It depends on the shape of the cuff you want to make and the design of the cuff. So we will now use this as the cuff and gather this into this cuff. Now there is another thing I have to explain to you. In case this cuff you need it to have an opening, you know, the opening where you have button. Yes, so what you would do is you would divide the back side, you would divide it into two. Let me show you what I mean. This is 10, so you divide into two, which is 5 here, and you take it like that. So this is where your opening will be, where you're going to be having your opening for your sleeve cuff. I hope you understand what I mean. Yeah. So if you want to join an online class where I teach sewing tutorials, both pattern making and freehand sewing, you can contact me in the description section. I'll be dropping the links to all my social media handles, and you can join my Facebook group Sewing Tutorial by Lomzy, where you can share any picture you want me to make.
If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, what are you waiting for, guys? Subscribe and hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of my sewing tutorials. Yeah, today we have come to the end of today's tutorial. See you in my next video. God bless you all.